If you think calling your Republican representative is pointless, think again. I'm Eliza Orlins, career public defender in Manhattan for 15 years, and I want to tell you why you need to call your Republican representative, even if they disagree with you. They track every call. The people who are spending their days watching Fox News are making those calls, and if you don't, everything gets dragged to the right. But you don't have to take my word for it. AOC just went on her Instagram story, and I thought it was so incredible the way that she explained why this matters so much, so I'll let her take it from here.
I have a message for people who say, oh, there's no point in calling my Republican representative. He doesn't listen, so it doesn't matter. For the first few years that I was in office, Republicans flooded my phones. Do you think they really thought they were going to change my mind? No. But they constantly and consistently, Republicans flood the phones far more than people who are not Republicans flood the phones. And it does have an effect because you really start to understand the strength and the scale of what you are up against. Republicans need to get that message too, because it skews our whole environment to the right when the constant pressures come from one place. Like, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but people who watch Fox News all day and right-wing media all day call their members of Congress, and they tend to call members far more consistently and regularly than everybody else does. And that really matters because phone calls are one of the biggest ways that members measure it's not just numbers, it's how they measure enthusiasm. It's how they measure how much they are mobilizing around a certain issue. And the more they see them mobilizing, the more careful they will be in terms of not making those people more upset. And they will get pressured into acting or hedging, what have you. So hop on 5 calls, even the score, because this needs to be a regular practice. The way it is. One thing I will say is that lately, really this week, all of the phone calls that many of you have already started to make into Congress are starting to have an effect.
Love to hear that.
I, very weirdly, do have relationships with Republican members of Congress. I think they find it to be like a novelty, like kind of funny or whatever. So sometimes I'll ask them, like, what's up? And I do think that the volume of calls this week has absolutely started to change the tide.
It's
like
working.
members, Democratic members and Republican members alike, we're actually getting a high volume of calls. And if that sustains itself, we're already starting to see the tide turn a little bit, but the pressure needs to stay on.
Heard the Congresswoman, the pressure needs to stay on. Keep it up. Everyone, keep calling your representatives. I can do daily scripts if folks would like that. Leave questions in the comments and make sure you're following me for more. And thanks for being here.